morning viewers, welcome back to our news program. I'm Vanessa Putri Quintan.
And I am Lakwi Rajana Safi. We will be accompanying you over the next few minutes with the latest, accurate, and relevant information.
We begin this morning broadcast with a report on climate developments and the potential impact of El Nino in Indonesia. Indonesian Agency for Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysics state that the potential occurrence of the El Nino phenomenon in 2026 is around 60%, with this peak period expected to take place from mid to late year.
In Central Sulawesi, the impact of the El Nino is predicted to be uneven due to the region's diverse rainfall patterns.
The issue of a potential El Nino in 2026 is gaining attention as global climate anomaly prediction continue to emerge. Indonesian Agency for Meteorology, Climatological, and Geophysics, through the Lor Lindu Bariri Global Atmosphere Monitoring Station, state that as of late March, sea surface temperature in the Pacific Ocean remain neutral but may soon shift into the El Nino phase.
Based on Indonesian Agency for Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysics monitoring, early signs of El Nino are expected to appear in May and may continue through August. This phenomenon generally causes warming in the Pacific Ocean, reducing rainfall in Indonesia and potentially leading to prolonged drought.
However, the impact in Central Sulawesi will not be uniform. The region has to remain rainfall patterns, monsoonal, anti-monsoonal, and equatorial.
Areas such as Parigi Motong, Donggala, and Tojo Una may still experience rainfall at the beginning of the dry season. Meanwhile, regions like Poso, Banggai, and Morowali are advised to remain alert for an earlier risk of drought.
The Indonesian Agency for Meteorology, Climatological, and Geophysics is urging local governments as well as stakeholders in the mining and electricity sector to begin filling reservoirs and conserving water while rainfall is still available.
In general, most areas in Central Sulawesi are expected to reach the peak of the dry season in August, with about 34% of regions affected. Other areas may peak earlier in June and July.
Previous El Nino events have impacted agriculture, increased forest and land fires, and reduced water supply.
Therefore, Indonesian Agency for Meteorological, Climatological, and Geophysics encourage both the government and the public to take early preventive measures, especially in water management, agriculture, and fire mitigation.
El Nino tahun ini, beberapa wilayah seperti pengalaman kita di beberapa kali El Nino sebelumnya, misalnya 2024, memang dampaknya terutama di sektor pertanian, ada beberapa wilayah yang sempat mengalami puso, yaitu di wilayah kalau kemarin lalu itu di daerah Banggai dan Morowali, di mana kurang lebih ada antara 10 sampai dengan 15 hektar terjadi puso secara provinsi. Kemudian ada juga potensi kebakaran hutan. Potensi kebakaran hutan ini seperti di daerah Poso, kemarin sempat ada sampai 5 sampai 6 hektar gitu ya terbakar di daerah Lore. Itu juga harus menjadikan perhatian kita untuk pencegahan terhadap bahaya kebakaran selama musim kemarau ini. Kemudian di sektor kesehatan, dan tentu ini karena musim kemarau ya, biasanya polusi udara itu menumpuk, terakumulasi di atmosfer, dan ini dibawa ke seluruh wilayah Sulawesi Tengah, dan juga diperparah lagi dengan wilayah Sulawesi Tengah ini adalah daerah potensi tambangnya sangat tinggi, kegiatan pertambangan sangat tinggi, dan juga ini pasti akan mengeluarkan debu-debu ke atmosfer, dimana pada musim kemarau, ketika tidak ada hujan, partikel debu dan polutan ini akan terakumulasi dan menjadi pekat di atmosfer, dan ini akan dibawa kemana-mana, dan dampaknya mungkin terhadap kejadian ISPA, terutama untuk usia yang rentan ya, seperti balita dan komorbid penyakit dan juga manula.
That concludes our report for this morning.
Thank you for your attention.
On behalf of the entire news team, we appreciate your trust in our program.
I'm Vanessa Putri Quintan.
And I'm Lakwi Rajana Safi.
Good morning, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next broadcast.